I don't think it's tested for promos.
Okay.
I just found out like just now.
Right. Makes slightly more sense, I guess. So the lecture, however, will continue with it.
Technically, we finished it already, but yeah lah. They're gonna move on to going through making use of the lecture time to go through like the Maclaurin and integration tutorial.
Oh, so you're finishing the tutorial. Okay, good. So nothing new lah as a subject lah. Okay, as a topic. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're technically done with the syllabus.
With the
promos lah.
Right. So let me think again. This is middle of August, and your promo will be
end of September. Okay, wait. Math is 29 September.
Right. We do have a lot of time. Right. We do. Okay. Let me see for a while. Huh? So the topics that you are comfortable with, in promo is the differentiations, right?
Differentiation, yes, definitely.
Then I guess the initial part of integration is in, right? Before the substitution.
Be fine, yeah.
All right, and then we go backward lah. So before that.
Okay, sequences and series, I realized, right, the questions can be quite difficult.
Yes. And we didn't discuss.
So I think we should revise that.
Right.
Inequality should be fine.
I think so. Maybe, yeah. That's not our biggest worry.
Vectors,
APGP.
APGP, like I have the basic skills, but questions can be very tricky.
Yeah.
Or very confusing.
Yeah, that we should practice that. So APGP and series, and then you're saying vectors.
Yeah, that was the initial plan from the start. Functions, I feel like I should revisit.
Probably not a lot of worries.
Yeah.
So
then it's just graphic, which is very basic.
Function and graphic, right? Yeah. Okay.
So basically just sequences and series and vectors.
APGP. Right? APGP.
Okay, yeah.
So that's all from the start with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, understood. All right. Okay. And we do have a good time to prepare. Good. Okay. Then looking at the substitution by parts, wherever, right? So you say that the lecture is finished, right?
Yes.
Will they want to finish the tutorial before promo?
Yeah, I don't think so. That's why I think that it's not gonna be tested. Cause they released like a whole schedule, right? And they're not even gonna touch on that part.
Right. Okay, good. So the reason why they're finishing the tutorial for Maclaurin, right? And parametric, is it? Is because then they go to integration and then everything should end and then revision. Is that the goal?
Yes.
Oh, so they will not force you to study what you're not going to do for exam.
I guess so, yeah.
Good. Besides the lecture. Good. Yeah. Some schools are just very unreasonable that way. Very unreasonable. Yeah. So I'm glad your school is not. Good. So you're saying that even the school time will be used for revision, right?
Yeah, I feel good. Okay, I can actually send you the schedule.
Sure. Now, is this just for math? This is considered good news, or is this also going to be for chem and all the other HT?
I actually don't know what they're gonna do for the other subjects.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, only for math.
Still good. Okay, good. Okay lah. Then I wouldn't worry about the clashes of interest because you are not going to face that.
Okay, so I just sent you the schedule. Tutorial 10A is right before substitution So basics.
So okay, and you're done with that, right? done with that. Right, 10A,
I mean that
lecture 2.
there's one question, but yeah, pretty much done.
So then your tutorial time is just going to be used for finishing up TA. Whatever. Yeah, okay, sure. And the 29th of August is Math NSP. Don't have to worry about that.
What is it? Huh? Oh, no, it's only for those who fail.
Oh, that's okay, right, okay. Then 12 to 6, what? Oh, there's a holiday, right? There's a holiday. Oh, there's even a holiday before the promo.
12 to
The first week of September is a holiday.
Oh yeah, that's the school holidays.
Oh, even better news, right? Okay. Oh, we are going to be okay, I think. Oh yeah. I mean, your school is reasonable, very reasonable. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Revision. All those stuff. Yeah. They have what? Oh wow. The tutorial continues until after holiday. That seems late. Okay. Yeah. But you don't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You are basically finished, right?
Yeah.
With
Apart from a few
tutorial.
questions that I don't know how to do, but yeah.
Right. Wow. Right. And then there's that study leave. I mean, it's just okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great. Okay. Very good. Okay. So no worries there. Let me think.
Oh wait, yeah. Applications of differentiation also can be quite difficult.
What? Oh, sorry. What would that be? Application of integration. Differentiation. Application of differentiation.
Yeah, sorry, differentiation. Yes, sorry.
Oh, of course, we should just practice that.
Yeah,
okay?
practice.
So are you saying that you have revision package already?
Yeah, but it's all the past year exam papers lah.
Wonderful.
I
you
have
mean
7 of them.
different schools and past year, something like that?
No, it's just Raffles, Eunoia, and Nanyang.
Raffles, Eunoia, Nanyang, and their promo lah. Are you saying that it's their promo that you're doing?
Promo papers, yeah.
Because different schools teaches slightly different subject topics lah.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? What they're cutting off the other topics. They are making sure that your promo topic is in that promo paper. What's going on here? Okay. The way to do this is you look at you have a package of 7 paper, right?
Yes.
Right? Just look at one. Just randomly take one and check whether all the topics are there.
I've actually already kind of attempted the first one as revision. Oh yeah, I had a math test today, so I attempted the first one as revision for that last.
Wonderful.
And all the topics are there. This is Raffles paper.
Good. Maybe one more. Maybe take one random more. Just make sure that all the topics are there.
Okay, I think there's there might be integration by substitution and all that, but I'll just not do those.
Sure. They are not.
Eunoia should be okay also. Then the rest is all Nanyang already.
Okay. All right. So if that runs out, they probably will, considering your topic. Then they are more from my side. There's nothing to worry. And so at this stage, because the paper itself is all topic, right? Let's talk about exam pressure, right? Oh. Yeah. Somehow today is a good time. So let's talk about okay, help me understand a few things first, because in the end, this is our first proper tuition, right? Before we're just doing holiday tuition, right? So I don't really understand how you respond to exam. Like holiday is the furthest from exam, something, right? Okay, so I'm not talking about the results, I'm not talking about that. Do you feel this is your subjective feel, So do you feel that the pressure is on math only?
No, definitely not.
Tell me a bit more.
Actually, math might be the least pressurizing. I got A1 for both A math and E math in
Right. Okay. Then again, tell me more.
It's more for like the sciences, English and Lit lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Can
for I guess for like GP and Lit specifically is the essay writing portion. Which and then for O-level English, I did screw up the essay because I read the question wrongly. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's one thing. Sciences, I took triple science, right? Then I got A2 for all three sciences.
There's there's the subject pressure, as in you're taking a lot, right? And
I mean, yeah.
Your O-level back then was still, so all the sciences paper 2, all the paper 2 sciences were at week 2, right? Which is the crunch week, right? That's what you experienced, right? Correct. Right?
I can't remember actually. I remember bio was one of the last few.
Correct. Yeah. Then chemistry was probably Tuesday, and then physics was probably Thursday. The problem is that A math was the Friday before and the Monday. And then you crunch until bio the last lah.
I don't remember the schedule, but I think so.
My point is the schedule is very unfriendly for sciences, especially because paper 2, second week, the crunch week, the hardest week. Oh la la la, yeah, papaya.
Yeah.
So that's not what you would call an exam pressure in the sense of our mental, how do I say this? The feeling of dread lah in exam. I suppose something like that. That's more like the schedule pressure, which is very different in the way you should.
But I mean, like,
handle it.
Prelim exam schedules are even scarier.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's a lot worse. But I still perform relatively well.
How do I say this? Fair enough. So there is that, right? There's that fact. When the stakes are high, meaning frankly speaking, prelim no stakes lah.
Yeah.
In the most technical sense, it is a very good practice, except that you cannot replicate stakes. Right? You just can't. The stakes are there when it's there lah, right?
Yeah.
The stakes are there. So meaning mental strength or mental fatigue definitely will come into play much harder lah, I would say lah.
Yeah.
Even worse because not even worse, I wouldn't say that, but maybe to some student, maybe crunching everything to 1 week might be better than spreading it out because the mental fatigue continues.
That's true. Yes.
Then the first Friday and the second Friday just totally different, no matter what we do, because it is that kind of stress lah. We put it stress. You must understand that I'm speaking this as a very normal human being experience. I'm not talking about this as you have some problem, Keiko. I don't think so lah. I don't think so. Right? I don't think so. Right?
Okay.
So let's see. So there's this, there's that. Now, why? Oh, sorry. Let me. Yes. Okay. Then. Okay, thank you. During exam, right? During the exam itself, that means during the 1.5 hour or the 2 hours lah, or the 2.5 hours, right? How is there? How is the time pressure?
My time management is quite good, actually, I feel.
I would believe you. There are no other details? Like, it's just good, just like that.
I mean, I know how to target questions which can give me more marks. So like prioritize those. I don't know.
Yeah. I never felt the need to teach you that also, right? Because that's just practical skills. It's just practical skills. You in exam you are asked to show your abilities, right? So you do that. You don't show your weaknesses, in the sense that it will come out anyway, right? So you don't purposely spend time in your weakness, right? Understand. So there is no time pressure even now, like even in this is now A level, but this is promo like first year you think?
I mean, I think that will apply more to GP. But yeah, other than that, my other subjects should be fine in terms of time management.
Okay, understand. Okay, then what do you do during the exam week, right? And then before the exam week. So I'm not talking about the paper. I'm talking about, before the paper, after the paper, during night, all those stuff, right? Okay. For example, yes, you're saying?
I mean, usually I will go library.
You mean after usually O level is afternoon paper. Anyway, yeah. Usually
for O level I didn't do that though. I don't know, maybe COVID. But
yeah, of course. Yeah. So let's say like this. You're a morning paper, right? You're a morning person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't stay at night. So for example, simple question. Do you stay later than your usual timing during the exam week?
No, I just wake up early.
Earlier?
And not earlier.
Are you just behaving normally? I just behaving.
Kind of, but if the paper starts, okay, usually our school's normal reporting time is 8:30, right? So if it starts later than that, usually I will actually wake up later.
Which is not bad, I would say. And O level is dominated with afternoon papers.
Yes.
So does that mess you up in any way?
Maybe.
What do you mean by that? Think about it. That's almost 4 weeks of O level, right? How do they mess you up, especially the afternoon papers?
Actually, in general, right? In the afternoon, my brain is quite deadish.
So you're talking
like
about
for example,
2 p.m.
2 p.m. onwards. So like for example, on a day where I'm completely free, right? Usually I'll just study in the morning, and then afternoon I can't really study anymore.
This is talking about your normal routine in a normal school day or normal week normal work normal work days Yeah, that's what I feel also That's what I feel also Like for example, I'm a morning person also. So right now, tuition, you would notice, is a very not ideal time for me in that sense, and in some sense, you also right? In some sense, you.
But I mean, it's not that long, so it's fine now.
True, right? For me also, if I'm tired, but if my students are not tired, then that's better than the other way around. I am fresh, but the student is tired. It's totally just useless. Just forget it, right? So I don't sense that you're tired. This kind of setup, so I'm very happy with that. But I'm tired. What I'm saying is that I know what a morning person needs to do and needs to not do, needs to avoid, right? I do kind of understand that.
So I need to grow accustomed to
No, stop. No, don't do that. Okay. No, wait. No, wait. No, don't jump to that conclusion first. Wait. That's messed up. We cannot adapt. Never mind. No comments. But don't do that first.
Okay.
Let me put it another way. Okay, let me put it another way. You will still sleep rather soundly, considering all the continuous pressure like Yes or no?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, which is good, which is good. That's already in your favor, right? You don't do anything too much out of the ordinary. I mean, the exam is not ideal, but other than that, nothing much out of the ordinary. Like, for example, if you have breakfast, then you will still have breakfast, lah,
Yeah.
right? If you take a bath at a certain time, you just do that, lah, right? Or
Yeah.
if your lunch is regular, right, then you will still continue to have a regular lunch, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, then what I understand from O-level, from secondary life here, is that you have no regular lunch hour. It's
Secondary?
secondary 3, secondary 4. I don't know secondary 1, secondary 2, but your secondary 3, secondary 4 lunchtime are just a mess.
No, it's very consistent. It's always the same time.
Your school is very good. Tell me what's the consistent time for you?
If I remember correctly, it was 11:10 to 11:40 a.m. Then yeah, I will always eat lunch then.
Which ends up being fine for you.
Yeah.
Very good. And then your JC life continues that?
No, it's very irregular.
Oh, okay. Now tell me, how does that mess you up?
I mean,
If it does. Mhm.
I don't mess up in terms of,
Like, for example, right? We have been studying, from morning to that time, right? 11, right? Then, I mean, I'm not a person who can think properly while hungry.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's say you are also lah. So obviously we have to have I mean, preferably our lunch is proper lah. Even if rush, but regular better than irregular. That's for me lah. For me.
That's true.
Then there are some other people like my wife, Kak Dina, which has stomach problem. Ulcers and everything. So irregularity is very bad. It's like really bad, but she will sidestep, or she will handle the issue by eating some biscuit lah. For example, if she's going to lecture, then she'll eat biscuit at that proper time lah, so that the stomach does that. So there are many ways for irregular meal to mess somebody up. However, some other people just seem to be immune by it. And no problem lah. No eating also can. Maybe just one dinner. Who cares? Some people is like that. Oh, right. I cannot. So that's my question. So how does it mess you up during JC?
Honestly, I don't think it really messes me up either. Like, actually on CCA days, I don't have dinner also. Because the timing is very odd. But
lunch? No, lunch.
I have lunch, but okay, so my CCA ends at 7:30, right? And then I'll be home around 8:30. So okay, wait. On even week Mondays, for example, I have my lunch very early, like at 10:30. So that's quite early, and I have to last until 8:30 lah. But I think that's the most extreme case already. The other days should be fine, even though it's quite irregular. And I do try to plan my time properly lah. Like 30. I cannot really do work during 30-minute breaks because it's kind of short lah. So I usually try to have my meals then.
Yeah, and that's fine. Right, that's fine. What you're saying is that I mean, to an outsider, you may seem like a person who study anytime, every time. Maximum quantity of time, right? Maybe you also think like that, but that's rarely the most efficient way or the most effective way. I mean,
I agree.
You should study when you're effective, and you should guard your effectiveness, your effective time slot, right? That's just about it. That's just about it. You don't study anytime, every time. That's nonsense, right?
Yeah.
So if you do that, then I guess that's I mean, that's my sense lah, judging from your morning routine, your bus, whatever, right? So good. I guess that doesn't change also lah during exam, right? You don't feel the overwhelming need to study anytime and every time. during exam?
I mean, sometimes I do take a break to reward myself, in a sense.
So you take even more breaks during exam week, which you probably should in some way, especially if you're well
because
prepared.
I mean, I'm quite consistent.
Yeah.
So like, I don't need to mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
precisely. That's why it's very fun teaching you. And I guess in some sense, Kyoko also.
Oh,
some sense.
really? Okay.
Kyoko feels like a person who wants to prepare. She doesn't strike me as a person who will delay until, to mug lah. I mean, mugging means you're delaying until the last minute possible, build up pressure and just whack everything. Not my cup of tea lah, right? But if I'm wrong with Kyoko, you can tell me. But my experience so far seems to be that she wants to be ahead lah.
I actually don't know how she studies, to be honest, but yeah, sure. That's quite surprising. Then
I mean, I have no problem pushing her to study way before the class, which is what you're doing. Now, in her case, her class is just ineffective. So she just accepts that, but she has no problem motivating herself or, setting her own tempo. Those are good signs. Anyway, so you don't mark, right? You don't mark. So you even would break more in terms that you don't punish yourself more during exam. Basically, see, all those stuff are just nonsensical stuff that some other people do.
Yeah.
Right? It's just nonsense because the brain not thinking anymore and panicking. Yes. So that's I don't sense the I cannot call that external factors, but I don't sense all those. When I mean external factors, I mean the external from exam, simple. So external factors. So there are many external factor pressurizing other student that doesn't exist in your life, which is all good stuff. So I struggle to teach that to other students. Sometimes I don't even think, can I even teach this? But you don't have to be taught, right?
I guess, yeah.
So what you're saying is, what is left is the pressure in the exam.
Actually, sometimes I feel like my studying method affects it in some way.
Affect what? Sorry.
Like, okay, for example, right, if I'm like my studying method is quite routine. So like if I encounter a weird question, I don't know if I'll be able to tackle that
immediately.
I guess not. Like for sciences especially, I guess.
What you're saying is that you will just leave it. Maybe the next 2 or 3 days you will find the answer or something.
No, like I know science. The sciences, right? They have a lot of emphasis on keywords and stuff. So I actually study off the answer keys for science.
Okay.
But I mean that won't be effective in the case where I see a new question. Yeah.
I can only talk about chemistry, yeah?
Yeah.
No.
But I mean it applies to all 3 sciences.
So you're saying that you're talking about the pressure coming from unfamiliar question during exam? Maybe,
yeah. And last year's chemistry paper was very weird also.
You mean the O-level chemistry?
Yeah, O-level.
What's that? Huh?
Like they tested a lot of unusual questions.
Very weird considering it's a COVID year. Very weird. It's almost... I wouldn't expect that.
And then at the same time, actually I have no idea what happened to my bio and physics, but they were very easy papers, in my opinion.
And then you get A2, right?
Yeah.
But that's quite obvious. When the papers are easy, studying or good or good preparation is worth less. not worthless and
I guess.
less, right? So it is quite easy to slip one grade below instead of slipping one grade above, because then all the careless small mistakes are magnified. Careless small mistakes are not necessarily tackled by what you would call a good preparation. It is usually caused by other things, pressure for whatever pressure or fatigue or whatever it is there. So that one actually is not surprising. When things are easy, you actually do not get higher grades. You don't.
Yes.
Either the more talented one or the ones that are even more natural at the subject will still be good whether it is easy or not. But if we study for it, again, our preparation is worth less.
Yeah.
Right? But only by one grade. I'm not talking about 5 grades, I'm not, right? So that one I'm not surprised. Right? I'm not surprised. As for why the camp like that, for a very different reason. When things are hard, of course, I would like to say good preparation matters more. I would like to say that, right? That's not true if the difficulty comes from totally unfamiliar questions. That's not true. So the talented, the naturalness of somebody comes into play again. Something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you consider all that, so the punishing part, you don't punish yourself during exam. So even though the schedule is nonsense, that's true for everybody, right? But you don't punish yourself even though the schedule is punishing, right?
Actually, I remember gaming during the O-level period, but yeah.
Who would you game with? Oh, the ones who are desperate.
Sorry?
Who would you game? Oh, wait. Do you play group games or do you play solo games?
Solo.
Oh, that's why. Right. I do that. I mean, I do, but that's because I'm not desperate already. That's because I am done with my preparation.
Yeah, exactly.
So relax, right? Relaxing is good. Now, relaxation doesn't help you with the unfamiliar question, right?
Yeah.
It just prevents you from making even more mistakes, right? So it does make you more content or more settled by right. So I'm not surprised with all that. So you're saying that when you talk to me about your exam pressure, you may have a problem with exam pressure. You are purely talking about pressure from difficult or unfamiliar questions. That's all.
I guess that's the factor of it being a high stakes exam also. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
The fatigue lah. The worry lah, or whatever you call it. So only those two things. Okay, correct.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, slightly different from the pressure, the source of pressure the other students are experiencing. Definitely different. Definitely.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't feel pressure from difficult or unfamiliar questions. Obviously, like everybody feel that. They experience fatigue due to being high stake. Yeah, but there are a lot of other sources that are even more troublesome than, more dominant than that.
I see.
I mean, good preparation does carry you to that level, to the level that you are. Obviously, it is obvious to me. It's obvious.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just absorb that for. No, last thing, but so I'm not teaching you science, right? I'm not.
No.
So math, you don't even experience or anticipate the pressure from unfamiliar question too much, kind of.
Not too much. Usually I'm able to adapt well, but I'm like seeing the. I mean that's the case for O levels lah, but seeing the weird questions in A levels, that might be a concern.
For math, yeah. For math. Right.
Yeah.
Still.
But usually I'm able to adapt. Yeah.
Compared to sciences, you're
I mean,
comparing.
cause sciences, there's still the thing about keywords. But for math, as long as you can like navigate around the difficulties of the question and get the correct answer is fine, right?
Now, this part I don't get. So let's say back to science. Right? You're saying that the keyword problem,
like you may understand the concept, but you're unable to phrase it correctly. That kind of thing. That's why I study off the answer key to get the phrasing.
But you're admitting that your own phrasing is bad. That's basically what you're saying.
Yes.
And so studying from the answer key does bring you somewhere, right? It does bring you somewhere, but it doesn't bring you to the maximum level.
Yeah.
But you no longer have physics, right?
Yeah.
You no longer have. Do you have? I'm forgetting things. Do you have?
I take chem and bio. Yes.
So the H2 are those three. The literature is H1.
No, it's H2 also.
You're for H2.
Yes. Yeah.
So I suppose you do punish yourself.
I guess.
I mean, I'm also considered a 4H2 student, but for Indonesian standard lah. But that's because I like it.
Yeah, I like literature also. So like I don't know. And I mean literature compared to other H2s, I don't think it's as what's the word? As torturous.
Yeah, they say history is the most punishing one. Would you say like the amount of content?
No, I meant like H2 literature compared to other H2 humanities.
Yeah. History is the most punishing one. So they say lah. So they say. I have no idea.
If I had taken a history or geog, I probably would have downgraded it to H1. But yeah, it's just literature.
Yeah.
And I would say that I'm naturally good at the subject. So yeah.
Which is good. Right. So your worry remains not so much on math, right? Your worry is more towards the right now is chemistry or bio.
Chem probably. I mean, my mid-year results were quite bad, but the difficulty of the paper was quite surprising also.
So back then, when we started the tuition, math was worse at Chem, right?
Yeah.
Now we have some hope that math is better. Cannot say anything until it's proven, right? That's just the hope, That's just the sentiment. Yes. So that I guess that there's a backing. There's a foundation of it. Right. So right now you're saying that math, chemistry is probably lagging behind math, probably lah.
I don't know. Okay. During my preparation for chemistry, I actually felt very prepared. I was aiming for an A.
Mid-year.
Yeah, mid-year.
Okay, then.
Cause the practice papers that they gave were manageable lah. So I thought I could replicate these results during my mid-years. But yeah, the difficulty of the paper took me aback. I think cause we take paper 1, 2, 3 in one sitting, right? I think that kind of exhausted my motivation.
Wait, what do you mean by you take 3 papers of chem? Sorry, In a mid-year of JC1, you have 3 papers of chem?
In one sitting, yes.
You're talking about an MCQ, paper 2 kind of shorter kind of question, and paper 3 kind of more integrated question.
All at once. Yes, but they're not gonna do that again for promos.
Oh, I didn't know that you experienced that during mid-year of JC1. Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Because MCQ is never considered easy, right? But paper 2 should have been considered an easier paper. That's more naturally like that, right? That paper 3 is a lot of reading comprehension, one would say.
yeah,
That's where all the new stuff come in. Usually not too much of paper 2. Paper 2 is usually standard, kind
yeah,
of ish, right? So that is still the expectation until A level. Still like that. Still like that.
yes.
I mean, given that simple fact, practicing paper 3 will benefit you more towards the unfamiliar question, especially what you will call the reading comprehension. Because maybe your reading comprehension, no problem. Just want to make sure that first. Usually I will do that with students. Just making sure that your reading comprehension is not messed up when they are needed the most. Right. Then we go to the answering part, because you claim that the answering part is the difficulty part. I understand everything, but how to properly answer, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Yes.
Having said all that, I'm still teaching you math. Now, what do you want me to do? I have no problem switching subject, but what do you want me to do for promo? Not for A level. A level, we have a lot of leeway. Promo, what do you want me to do? You have an option. Yes.
Sorry.
You have an option of no need to do anything about the exam pressure until after promo. Yeah? There's always that option.
Yeah, it doesn't affect internal exams, only the actual things.
Yeah, precisely. So it doesn't matter. So I'm understanding you, but it won't play part soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. No, very good. And besides, the hardest question in camp, for example, are always from the OChem. Always like that. OChem is so integrated that you have to pull everything. And you're not going to study OChem anytime soon yet. I mean, I was thinking your chemistry is very greedy. Haven't changed it. They still want to cover the alkane, arene
Seems like
for
it.
promo. Very, very greedy.
We finished intro to organic chem already, like the lecture.
That means you blast through all the Ka, Kb, Kw, Ksp.
Yeah, we're done with all
3-point triprotic acid titration. Blah, blah, blah. Really,
that was all taught in 5 lectures.
Very, very greedy. You understand? You can. Everybody can.
I think MCQs might be quite tricky, but like the calculation, I think I should be able to figure it out.
All right. I mean, anyway, the OChem that you are studying is not what we call integrated. They're still separated, so they should be quite easy to understand separately, no problem. Right? Feel free to consult if you want.
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. I do have a question for Ken actually.
Okay, right. Okay.
I forgot what's it called. Wait, hang on.
Just ask. But before we go there, anything else you want to share with me regarding what you call the exam pressure,
I think that should be most of it.
You think I understand you reasonably well?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, right. So feel free to ask your question.
I don't know, I forgot what's it called. Okay, wait. Like the in Intro to Organic Chem, right, they taught us about all the isomers, right? So there's this new thing called enantiomers, which involves like the optically active thing.
Yeah, it's a 3D thing, by the way. It's a 3D isomer. So there is no other way around it. So your question is? Then
there's this some like point. I forgot what's it called. Starts with a C.
Point of what, sorry?
I don't know where my notes are.
I mean, the basic stuff is you should have the chiral carbons, right?
Oh yeah, the chiral center.
Chiral center.
I cannot identify those.
So the most basic thing about chiral center is because we are just talking about carbon, nothing else. Chiral centers are carbon. Carbons have 4 hands. I mean, discounting double bonds, right? 4 hands. If you have 3 hands, just say this. If you have 3 hands, for example, nitrogen, you technically cannot have enantiomers, 3D isomers, cannot. You cannot. You only have the normal isomer. Like back then, when you talk about normal isomer, the double bond, you have a cis trans isomer.
Yeah.
Notice that cis trans isomers are basically 3-handed because one of them is double hand, right? Correct. There are 2 Cs connected to a double bond, and then you cis trans, but you notice that the C is not 4-handed in that sense. It is 3-handed.
Yes.
That 1 or 2 of the hands are, in one direction. But enantiomers are naturally 3D, and naturally 3D isomers are only possible when the C has 4 different hands.
Oh, because
4 and different. There is no other explanation I can give you yet, but that's the least requirement for a 3D isomer enantiomers.
Okay.
So chiral center just reflects that geometric need, right? So you need the C to be 4-handed, different direction, 4-handed, and you need them to be different. If just 2 of them are the same, you will also not be able to get a 3D isomer.
So it will be easier to, like they will give a very long.
Let's say a lot of C,
right? Yeah, a lot of C.
with
so
a lot of
be easier to draw it?
Not drawing is in general not good for a starter lah. You're starting on it. I mean, I can see the difference of hand without drawing it, but if you cannot, just make sure you draw first. So let's say you have to investigate, 8 Cs lah, right? 8 Cs. Just make sure that you spot the Cs which have totally different 4 hands. That's all. Okay. That's the starting basic. The complications come later. Now, again, I'm saying that that's not supposed to be difficult if you have the drawing.
I see. I understand like the 2N thing, like the number of
if you have more than chiral center, then your amount of isomers
so it's really just the identifying part that throws me off.
Yeah. In MCQ, they will usually draw for you. In paper 2, paper 3, also usually they draw for you. It's rarer for them to not draw for you. So in which case you probably should draw yourself.
Okay.
There are concerns where you involve the cyclic stuff. That's a visual confusion.
Yes.
But the cyclic stuff also very easy to handle. If you could just show me an example. It is actually not as confusing as it might seem, because you will say like this and this and they're actually different or not. They are cyclical, right? Something they're connected to each other. It's very simple one. You just trace because cyclical means you'll go left or you go right, right? That's what it means, right?
Yeah.
You just trace left and trace right. If their order is different, they are different. No? Simple. If you trace left, trace right, somehow their order is the same. That means they're symmetrical in the cyclicalness. Then they are the same. It's that simple. It's really that simple.
I see. Okay.
Right? So again, not a very difficult thing to do when you have the drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you the basic stuff. Haven't talked about there are 2 complications, I think, after that. Your notes should tell you that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Then
for today, happy to talk to you about the exam pressure. Now I do ask these questions with other students. So for example, today we don't talk about questions, right? Talk about whatever. Do you think that it is a waste of time, so to speak?
No, not at all.
Right. So let's see what comes out of it, because it's not going to be soon, no?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then having said that, I'll see you on Sunday, and it will be most probably math revision only, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start on my vectors tutorial.
Can I request that you go APGP and series first?
Oh,
I'm sensing that the gaps are bigger than what you think. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, good, right?
Okay,
Good.
I mean, I do have some questions. I did try to attempt some extra
Yeah.
questions and they were pretty tough.
Yeah. So don't let vector obsess you too much, you know. I just want to make sure that your APGP and series gap are hopefully not as big as I think.
Okay.
Right. So if you could concentrate on that, then after maybe 2 weeks, you can do whatever you want.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. All right. See you on Sunday.
See you.
Bye-bye. Okay. Airesh, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you loud and clear. Have you had your dinner?
No, but I don't think I'll be eating it.
That's not good. No.
Because I had lunch break.
When do you have lunch?
Or like 5 something.
Okay. Did you take a nap before tuition?
I was kind of dipping in and out of it, but yeah.
All right. Okay.
Wasn't really-
So the 1 hour this time, again, maybe 30 minutes is purely to make sure that you get the memorization correct.
Sure.
Right. As for, should we be revising? Not much point considering how tired we are right now. Right. But memorization, we still have to do that.
True. What memorization is there that I'm struggling with? Honestly, I was doing some of the practices that you get us to do in the class and stuff.
Yeah.
And my biggest key was silly mistakes that I could have easily avoided.
I'll make a comment on that. Yeah. I'll make a comment. Yeah. Okay. Yes, you do silly mistakes.
Quite a bit.
If it makes you feel better, Aditya is even worse right now.
Huh.
Right now. Right. If it somehow makes you feel better. Unfortunately, that doesn't help both of you at all. But it was intentional because I didn't drill on that yet. There are certain things that have to be done so that your silly mistake minimizes. But we haven't done that. For you, the reason is very simple because we are still neck to neck with the class. We were. So, and then there's camp also to worry about. So we couldn't have the time to do that, even with the extra tuition. Right? That basically means that during holiday, the next holiday, that's one of the things that we will be drilling into. That means you are better prepared for the final end of year exam in terms of this part. So this is a slide. Baby daddy. Baby daddy. Baby daddy. Baby daddy.
Play with daddy. Swimming with
Swimming daddy.
Yeah, swimming with daddy. Swimming with daddy, yeah. You want it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my laptop was out
Yes.
of battery then. Yeah,
Correct. You are out. Correct. Okay. Right. So
Yeah, you were
can
saying?
continue? Yeah. Okay. So I was telling you the bad news lah, kind of, because you will make silly mistakes tomorrow, basically lah. You will.
Yeah,
You
for
will.
sure.
Yeah, but I'm advising you on how to handle that lah. I'm advising you to have no pressure at all. You will make your silly mistakes, and it shall be so lah for now. Right, for now.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned that you shouldn't make the non-silly mistakes.
True, I should.
The
There is
concepts
some
should
stuff
be
I'm a
still.
little bit shaky on.
You're saying is stuff what? So what?
There is still some stuff that I'm a little bit shaky of.
I'm sorry, I could hear some stuff that what? That
I'm still a bit shaky of.
you probably want to be concerned with that today if it is possible. Right? Right? If it is possible. So at this point, Ines, I am saying that things may or may not go as you please tomorrow lah. It may or may not. But you shouldn't have any pressure at all. Simply because your preparation has improved.
True.
It might not give you the best result. There are multiple factors besides preparation, but I think you have shown your sincerity. Is all I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that your life is the best this term, but I think your life in math is definitely a new person, a changed life compared to last term. That's what I feel. Right? You are also given two new things. One is the tuition, and then one is the class itself in the form of a new teacher and everything.
Mhm.
Don't take it as pressure. I'm not pressuring you right now. I'm not. Don't take it as a pressure to perform well. Feel free if you want to, but I am not doing that. Take it as a blessing.
I see, all right.
Right. So you carry those things with you to the exam tomorrow. All the good stuff that you have done, but also given to you. So you're carrying many things tomorrow, not just memorization. Okay, not just that.
Mhm.
Now I want you to go to the exam tomorrow like that, instead of how do I say, hitting yourself in the head, or whipping yourself. I feel that that's what you do to yourself.
Okay.
Or if you want me to whip you, I can. Would you like me to whip you now?
No.
Would you like me to pressure you?
No, because I mean, usually I would like that right before exams, but tomorrow's physics as well, and I've been stressing a lot over physics because I can't understand it.
Fair enough. Totally predicted at least by me. Your physics are bonkers. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know that already. Stop over stressing it. Just enough stress, enough flogging of yourself. Huh? Right? Your physics is a mess. Yeah lah. Yeah. Okay lah. Okay, sure lah. Sure. Okay. That's the fact for now lah. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for exam to know that. Just put it that way. You don't have to. Right? Okay, sure. So you don't want me to pressure you. You don't want me to, flog you. So I won't be doing that. You're saying?
Yeah, as long as the papers that he's been making us do in class. As long as it's about that difficulty level, I shouldn't have much difficulties with time.
Fair comment, right? However, please also don't expect that too much. Please be a bit flexible there. Don't say things like, this is my limit. If you give me more, I will not be able to do it. Don't say things like that. It's okay. No need to predict the future, meaning what's going to come out in the exam. No need. Just go into exam and accept the question one by one. You cannot demand the exam to be the same level of difficulty as your practice. You don't know because this is your first time with this teacher. Teacher don't usually fluctuate one unless there are external pressures lah. And you're like an independent program. I don't call it, but you don't have to. Your teacher don't have to submit to external pressure. Your teacher might usually set his own standard, but you don't know his standard. You don't know. You don't know how he managed the exam and the practice. He can be very fair. He can be absolutely nonsense in that regard. Don't
He's a
pressure
pretty
yourself.
strict,
Yes.
He's a pretty strict marker though, and he's gonna be marking our papers. So.
That one you can rely on lah. You can rely on him being strict. Yeah lah, correct. You cannot predict the level of difficulty of his exam until you experience it the first time. So it may hit you hard tomorrow, but don't add to it your burden of expectation. Oh yeah, jialat already lah, I died. Something like that. Don't do that. You understand?
Yeah.
If I do that, I will pressure you, you know. If I think that, if I fear, oh yeah, no lah, you may face something more difficult tomorrow, I'll pressure you today. But that's not the right thing to do right now.
True.
Okay, if it hits you, then it hits you lah. Right?
Yeah.
Just be hit with everybody else lah.
True.
It's a group experience, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. As for anything else that you're thinking about regarding math before we go to memorization?
I still have a couple questions left over that I haven't done yet.
Still, we should do memorization first. I mean, it's a very small thing. It's not a very big thing. Okay? Right? It's just a special angle thing. It's a special angle thing. Okay. You do have to memorize it. Okay, then repeat for me the memorization meaning in terms of writing, because the first thing you do tomorrow is to write it down.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah, you're not gonna think through it during the question. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Waste of.
The second I get the paper, I'm just writing it down.
Correct. Without even looking at the question. Yes. No need to look at the question. There is no bearing now. Please write down for me first. I'm gonna time you lah. Just to make sure everything is okay. Yeah? So, Kakak Brian, I can see you. Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. Just with Ainesh, just for tomorrow's exam. Okay. Okay. Prepare your paper, prepare your pen. I want to see you write. So when I say start, you start. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Okay. Are you ready, Ainesh?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing you do when you receive the exam tomorrow, right? Okay. Oh, no, I haven't started. I'll say start. 1, 2, start. Okay. Aditya, I can see you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, hi.
Okay. I saw your chat. I saw your chat. Yeah. Okay, good. I'll stop you after 2 minutes, yeah, Ainesh. I'll tell you when it's 2 minutes, so no pressure. You do you first.
Done.
All right, wonderful. It is about 2 minutes. So good, good, good. So it is about 2 minutes. Okay. You are all correct, right?
Yeah.
I was very unhappy at the start, but you actually fixed all your problems, right?
Yeah.
And then it was in 2 minutes. So 2 minutes in exam time, definitely worth it. I can spend time cutting 1 minute out of it. Actually, I think tomorrow you'll do it faster than 2 minutes also, I think.
Sure, I'll be more in the zone.
Yeah. So done, finished, happy. Okay, I'm very happy with it. Right. No other things to deal with. Now, you say that you may want to do some remaining questions for this 1
Yeah.
hour. All right.
Yeah,
then,
but before that,
mhm.
yeah, before that, I also wanted to clarify some doubts.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
sine minus 90 degrees is cosine, right?
I'm sorry. Sine what? Please write it down. Please write it down.
Okay, it's in the paper.
Open the Jamboard also. Yeah. Kakak Brian, unless there's a heavy objection from Aditya. Aditya tomorrow's his exam is A math, but unless he has any big objection, I would like him to be with you, right? Because we have been preparing for the exam for some time. He's just practicing. He just have some need of practicing polynomial.
Okay.
So Aditya, can you hear me again?
Yep.
Right. So Aditya, tomorrow is exam, right? And
Yeah.
are we still the same? Are we still the same as yesterday? Like you need to prepare polynomial, kind of ish. That's the thing to prepare more today.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions that you may want to ask?
No, I think I like got it covered.
Right. So same thing as yesterday. So you'll be looking at the Google Drive, like the papers, and then you're gonna paste the polynomial questions, and then you just do it. Right.
All right.
You will probably need to aim for doing 3 questions in 45 minutes. Right. So 1:15.
Yeah.
Perhaps slightly faster than usual tempo, but just treat it as training. Okay.
Or can I take it out
Mhm.
from my book, because
No
it will be
problem.
like easier to then like it will save time.
Okay. All right. Let's see the quality of the question. I will ask you to be with Kakak Brian today in the breakout room.
Sure, no problem.
All right. So Kakak Brian and
Yeah. So
right.
just
Yes. Yeah. Show me.
so what
Fine.
for me?
Okay, so you're showing me this, right? Showing me this, right? Okay, so okay. Are you saying that you would like to memorize this for tomorrow? Is that what you're saying?
No, I want to understand.
Oh, okay. So I explained the first two, right? Together, right? Together. You're looking at your Jamboard, yeah?
Yeah.
I draw a random 90-degree triangle, yeah? 90-degree triangle. I'll call this angle alpha, and I'll call this angle beta. Okay, so far so good. Okay, I'll call this the hypotenuse. Now I'll call this side 1 and side 2. So I won't be using adjacent or opposite. Okay.
We're on the same Jamboard.
Oh my goodness, I'm doing it in cam. Ayo, okay, my mistake again. Right. Okay, going to math. Sorry, there's a result. Irish math. Right. So the math 9-8, yeah. Page 4. Page Okay, let's go to page 15. Yeah. So today is Thursday, 18 August, before it. Okay. Right. So did you see on page 15 my 90-degree, sorry, my 90-degree triangle? Ines, can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll call this theta. Yeah. This is alpha, just to say that it's different from theta. Okay?
Okay.
Immediately, this is 90 minus theta. I no longer need alpha. I can say that it's 90 minus theta or pi over 2 minus theta. Can you follow me first?
Yeah.
Right. So hypotenuse, I'll call this side 1 and side 2, not adjacent, not opposite. Okay?
Alright.
Right. Now, give me sine theta. Sine theta is who? Who over who, right?
S1 over H.
Right. Which in comparison, let's say sine the 90 minus theta. Please don't think anything complicated. I mean, it's this guy, lo. This guy, lo. Okay? This guy lo is what?
Sine 2 over H.
Right. Now, I'll ask you for cosine theta. What is cosine theta?
Sine 2 over H. I see.
Cosine 90 minus theta, which I mean that angle is?
Sine over theta. Sine 1 over theta.
Right.
Height, I mean 1 over sine.
Okay. Now, how about the tangent, lah, right? How about the tangent? Right? Tangent theta. Tangent theta will be?
Tangent theta would be sine 1 by sine 2.
Okay, agreed. Now, tangent, the other guy, lah, 90 minus theta. Aryan, I can see you. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yes, Aryan. Okay, I can hear you also. Yeah. Okay, I'm just with Aryan. So Ines, tangent 90 minus theta.
Tangent 90 over theta would be sine 2 by sine.
S2, side 2 by side 1, right?
Yes.
Which, notice, is of course not the same as tangent theta. Notice, but they're so similar, ma. So, cotangent of that is, cotangent is just, you know, the flip of tangent, right? You just flip it, right? So, it is?
Yeah, sine 1 by...
There you go.
Sine 1 by sine 2.
There you go. All those three, no? Is that what you're looking for? Is this what you want? Right. Now for tomorrow, it is true that you will be needing this. Very certain, right? What do you want? You want to memorize? Totally fine. You want to draw? Totally fine. What I want of you is that you draw it immediately or you write down immediately at the start. That's what I want of you. What do you choose to do for this three?
I didn't know how to do these, honestly.
You don't know how to memorize this, right?
Yeah, I can memorize it.
No, just do the triangle.
Okay.
Just do the triangle. Then you work out everything that you need. Look, okay, sine is this. Then cosine is this. And then tangent is that. You have to work it out from the triangle. But other than that, it's fine. Do you think you can work out, you know, the three things from the triangle? Do you think you can?
Yeah, I think so.
Just give yourself. Now. Yeah. Give yourself. There's no time pressure though. So the first time, just do it. Okay. So Aryan, you are doing chemistry, right? Okay, because tomorrow's chemistry, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, the math exam is today?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you how it went?
Yeah, it went okay. Yeah, it was quite manageable.
Make a prediction.
Out of 100, about 60 to 70, I would say.
That does seem quite high considering, you know, your Sec 3 and Sec 4. Am I correct?
Yeah, and then my paper one is also there to pull me up.
Oh, your paper one is better, is it?
Yeah, yeah. The
Oh,
one
because it's E-math. I'm sorry, it was E-math paper, right? Not A-math, right? It was E-math. Right, so I thought it was E-math, right? Okay, I don't worry about it too much yet. Okay, now, you want to practice the things that you find difficult, right, in tuition. So this
Yeah.
question, I'm just checking. Are you sure this is difficult for you?
I was just seeing.
If it is, go and do it. It's okay. Go ahead and do it. Yeah. If you're unsure, go ahead and do it. It's fine.
Wait, part B, is it correct?
Only in molten state, right? Only lah. So calcium chloride is ionic, right? So I just ask you lah. Does it conduct electricity in solid?
No.
Okay. Then does it conduct electricity in other state, not solid and not molten?
No.
Well, aqueous calcium chloride, aqueous.
I don't think aqueous calcium chloride.
Everything ionic, if aqueous, conduct electricity, ma.
Oh.
So calcium chloride, aqueous, how?
Oh, it conducts electricity.
It conducts. So the problem with that is the word only lah.
Oh.
Only. There are, this is not the most straightforward one. I know what's the answer. Definitely not calcium chloride lah.
Is it hydrochloric acid?
Again, think about this carefully. Aqueous, conduct or not?
No.
Of course lah, conduct lah, hydrochloric acid lah is H plus and Cl minus. Those are the positive and negative ions that are floating around. It will conduct. Okay, try again. I mean, tricky question. So, how? Michael, can you hear us? Mickey?
Yeah.
All right, okay, I can hear you. So, right. Okay, Aryan, let's just go through this. So the copper, sodium, platinum, lead, and graphite is not the answer because solid also conduct, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, then hydrochloric acid just now off, and calcium chloride also off because again the aqueous situation, correct?
Yeah.
So you only two things left, right? Lead chloride and copper chloride. So which one?
I think lead.
Okay, so let's ask the question, the same question. Lead chloride, right? So molten conduct.
Molten conduct, yes.
Because the positive and negative ions will separate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So solid don't conduct, right? Because all ions are. Now, how about aqueous?
Aqueous.
What do you think, Ainesh? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just did this all without looking at the Jamboard, so I think it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And probably you'll be doing it in the same time as tomorrow. And I think that's totally fine. Better write this down than not, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Happy? Anything else?
No.
All right. Then let's do questions. No problem. Okay. Again, Aryan. Aqueous lead chloride. How?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Copper chloride aqueous conduct. Okay. So copper chloride is not the answer. Lead chloride aqueous conduct. The problem is no aqueous lead chloride.
Oh.
Why?
Because lead chloride is soluble.
Insoluble, you mean? Insoluble. No aqueous law?
Yeah.
That's the tricky part. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
The question is tricky that way. Yes, tricky that way. So take it as a good learning process for tomorrow. Okay, Michael, I'm seeing stuff. Michael, what are we doing today?
We're doing what's it called? Rate of change.
Connected rate of change. You mean that? Connected rate of change, right?
I don't know why it's been like only a few months, and yet I have become rusty at this because I have not practiced this.
A few months is a very long time because you're learning many other new things. It's
Yeah.
just because of that. So no worries. Do you want me to help immediately?
Yes, please,
Ah,
because
how-
I
No
looked at
problem.
this question
I will.
last week. Yeah.
However, I did ask you, to alternate between binomial and something else yesterday, last time. Remember?
Yeah, binomial and discriminant.
Yeah. So have you done that?
Unfortunately, not as much. No.
So I'm teaching you something new. Then I am after that.
Well, like I don't have questions now, but like I have like one practice.
Look, are we preparing for prelim right now? When's your prelim?
Yeah.
When's
Yeah.
your prelim?
Next week.
You better do as I say, meaning on Sunday. On Sunday, you will be doing one binomial, one discriminant, and one of this.
Okay. Yes.
Not on Sunday. By the time we meet on Sunday.
Okay. So I would have done. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. If you don't do, how?
Then it's
No
myself
tuition?
to blame.
No tuition.
Oh. Okay.
All right. That's the demand lah. You prepare properly for your prelim lah. You have to repeat that lah.
Yeah.
Find another question lah. Can?
Yeah.
Okay. I take it if you don't prepare it, you're very good for the prelim already, so no need tuition. Can? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for Michael, I need your Jamboard. Ainesh, are you okay? Are you doing stuff right now?
Okay, I'm trying to find the worksheet.
Okay. So I'm going to your Jamboard, Michael. Sorry. There you go. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay, so I'm copying the question now. Michael, it's connected rate of changes. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the topic. Remember the name. What is it?
Connected rate of changes.
Meaning how many rate of changes?
How many rate of changes?
At least two. No? It's connected rate of changes. I mean, connected rate of change doesn't make sense at all. What to connect? Only one word. If you want to connect, you have to connect, at least two rate of changes. So at least two rate of changes and at least one connector lah. Make sense?
Okay, but how do I differentiate connected and just normal rate of change?
Well, first you start with the rate of changes first, which is always obvious one. Always obvious. Let me repeat this one more time. They cannot hide it from you no matter what they do. They just can't.
Yeah.
It's just too obvious.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the first rate of change is DRDT. Just confirming, where do you get that from? The question,
Baking
right?
powder from
No,
radius
that's
of the cone is always
the rate
find
of change of the
radius after 3 seconds.
first guy, right? I need the second guy. That's your problem. You are not having the second guy, even though it's just obviously in front of you. They cannot hide it one. Oh, it's very obviously in front of you. I'm seeing it right now. Totally seeing it right now.
Wait.
I'm serious, it's just so obvious, at least for me. If you're looking for English, you're missing the point. That's not usually always what's happening. But this is a math paper. They don't have to say it in English, like the rate or change of the radius. If they can say it in other ways, which I believe is more effective anyway.
Okay.
You're not seeing anything, is it?
What will be the thing for surface area? Yeah, no. What will be the rate of the? Oh, that's volume.
Yeah, volume. So
dV dt.
Okay, so there's dRdt and then there's dV dt, and you should be writing them side by side with a space between. Why?
Oh,
because
I
the
need to
title of
find,
the because
I
the
need to find
actor.
DRDV. Yeah.
Or easier is DVDR, I think. I think it's usually easier that way. Right. So I'm gonna put DVDR. Okay.
Okay.
That's the connector. The connector is from observing the two rate of changes. I don't know how many times I repeat this. The connector is so obvious that way also. Meaning to say they don't have to tell you the connector. You just see it. You did that one. Just now you did it. Understand? They don't have to tell you. What do they have to tell you?
They have to tell me at least
The two
two.
rate of changes. They have to, not in English. So now the connector is there. So equal times whatever. How do I connect it?
dv. Wait, 1 over dv.
I agree with you, Aryan, for that one. Did you look at did you like the answer key? Oh no, you have not, is it? You have not. Okay. So you did change your mind. Okay. So again, the connecting part, Michael, is not finished. Come on, we need equal times this times that. Oh, you did that. What? Yeah, don't do the. I mean, you are DV, then you want over there. I think it's just a what do you call it? It's just an extra step. You could have just done it this way, man. Easier.
Oh.
Right, good, Michael. Please follow me. This is, I think, just slightly better. Just slightly better. Yes, Anish?
How do I do this?
Did they demand an exact answer?
This will evaluate it. So I'm assuming so.
I think so, lah. Yeah. So what's your problem?
It's 90. Tangent 90 is undefined.
Tangent 90 is undefined, right? So cotangent, meaning 1 over undefined, is 0, not nothing, 0.
It is?
Yeah. 1 over something very big is just 0 lah. 1 divided into, so many people, everybody just gets 0. Okay, that's right. So regarding the connector, Michael, it's not just that you can spot the connector from the two rate of changes, you can also draw the conclusion that I will be needing this. This is not what they are supposed to tell you. They don't have to tell you all this. We just know from the situation.
Okay, so
do you have this?
Does
do you have
H
this?
equal to 18R?
I mean, I guess I agree with this one first. I agree with this. So give me a volume of the book. Give me a volume.
Volume is 1 over 3 pi r squared H. I wrote it here.
Pi r squared. Oh, yeah, now I see. Okay, now you have to change the H, right? You have to change the H now.
Does H equal to 18R?
I think so, based on that. So I think you're done.
So V is equal to 6 pi r cubed.
And therefore you can DVDR, right? You can DVDR. Aryan, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, everything okay. Yeah? Oh, they're combining with electron. I'm happy that you this question. Now I think of it. I'm happy.
Part C, the answer is calcium chloride and hydrochloric acid.
Let me think
But
carefully.
there's no lead chloride.
Let me think carefully. Yeah. Yeah, lead chloride is not aqueous.
Oh yeah.
How can you use it? Because it doesn't what?
It does. It's not soluble.
It's not. Yeah. So it doesn't conduct electricity, law. So you cannot electrolyze with that law.
Yeah.
Now you know why B is asking you that lah. To warn you, right?
What about part E?
What's the problem?
The answer key says that there's no visible change.
What's the observation of the electrolyte? But they're asking for electrolyte, not the cathode, The cathode is not the electrolyte, You understand?
Yeah.
Right. So they are just asking you what happened to the electrolyte.
Yeah.
Right. So what happens to the copper chloride, basically?
Oh yeah, there's no change.
Oh, why not?
Because when the copper ions are reduced, the small copper ions being oxidized.
So they keep replenishing, right?
Yeah.
The chloride ion is up.
Sorry?
You're saying that nothing happened to the copper ion, like copper 2 plus, nothing happened to that, as in consume but replenish, right? Consume but
Yeah.
replenish. Understand? Anything happened to the chloride ion?
Remains
Yes.
unchanged.
Okay, good lah. So that's why no visible change, even though there are changes, but it's not visible lah.
Yeah.
Right?
What
So
about-
you don't, yeah.
I'm not sure what part F is asking.
Yeah, they just want an inert electrode. There are two options, you know that already. And then reactive electrode, the electrodes that inert lah, which is usually a lot. Yeah, graphite or platinum, right, for inert. And then for the reactive one, just, cold copper lah, finish, right? Easy. Right, any other metal will be fine. So,
Yeah.
okay, so Ainesh, are you okay so far? Because
Yeah.
I cannot follow you. Then feel free, to just do, Just remember to check your answer. Michael, what's happening? I'm not following anything, right? Oh,
I have a-
yes, Ainesh.
okay. So this is from here.
Your audio is bad.
From here to here is the translation of -2 in the x. There's -2x. So I added 2.
Translation of -2. I don't get that. What do you mean by translation of -2?
On the x-axis.
Okay. Oh, what do you mean? Going to the left or going to the right?
Left.
Oh, you're going to the left by 2, right?
So that means
So-
I 2 on both brackets.
The 4 minus x, I agree, meaning the x become x plus 2. The 2x minus 1, you make a mistake. The x should become x plus 2. If you don't get what I mean, there's a mistake here. There's a mistake that you need to be aware of. So again, your Jamboard. Yeah. So Michael, are you stuck currently? Just checking.
Yeah, because obviously in my equation I don't have t, and I need to find dRdt when t is equal to 3.
Oh, I know why. Okay, so let me settle that. So let me settle Ainesh. So what it happens is like this. So Ainesh, let me make it very clear. So the 4 minus x plus 2, the x become x plus 2, can? So no changes lah, right? So it will become 6 minus x. But, yeah, that's what I need. No? That's your mistake. Okay. You understand, Ainesh? Okay, that was the mistake. Yeah, that's what it means, right? So, okay, Michael, I'm here with you, yeah. So, yeah. Just checking everything. Yeah. Yes. Good. Okay. So please notice something, Michael. So
Yeah.
Michael, in this situation, you notice that the dV/dt is always the same. Always the same. How do we know?
dV/dt is, because it's at a constant rate.
Correct. So after 3 seconds, is this one no? After 2 seconds, is this one no? After 55 seconds, is this one no? Okay.
Okay.
Right. So the 2 pi remains no matter what the second is. So after 3 seconds, doesn't matter for dV/dt. So far, so good.
It's 1/9r squared minus 6 pi.
Right. So now the r, right? The r. So
Yeah.
again, the 2 pi doesn't matter. Good. 18 pi r squared. The r, right? The r. What is the r at 3 seconds? That's what your question should be.
6 pi.
How do you know? What nonsense? Oh, I know what you're saying. What nonsense are you talking about? Oh, you're a bit nonsensical there. I don't like. You're nonsense. You're just nonsense. You're just throwing stuff. You're thinking. Oh my goodness. That one is not good. That was not good. You don't deserve the 5 marks. Currently you have 2 marks, so I guess that's something. Again, my question is, what's the R when T is 3 seconds? You don't know why 6 pi is wrong, isn't it, Mike? You don't know. You don't know, is it?
No, I know now.
Why? Why is it wrong?
That's the rate of the
That's the
thing to
DVD.
be.
Yeah. And by the way, even if it is somewhat correct, that's still a volume, not even an R. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. But you do need to somehow find the R at 3 seconds. That much is true, lah. That much is true. You do need to do that. And definitely there's a way to do that in this question. They did provide everything you need to. Thus, the remaining 3 marks. Thus. Do you need more hints, Michael?
Yes.
At this point, Michael, let's just be very clear. Your connected rate of change problem is no longer the connected rate of changes. Your connector, it's a mensuration problem. It's a very common one. They usually combine mensuration with connected rate of change, or they combine something else with connected rate of change. So the problem is the other guy, in this case, I think mensuration. No? That's your problem, not the connected rate of changes, not differentiation, not all of that. You finish that problem. Understand? Huh? So the 3 mark is surprisingly determined by not connected rate of changes. I can only give you hints, okay? Because this is by right still EMath. It doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean, but you're an EMath student. I do expect that much of you, right? Now, what do you know at t equals to 3 seconds? What do you know? It's not the radius, fair. What do you know?
That the volume is 6 pi.
Oh,
because
wonderful.
it's a constant rate.
I agree. 2 pi plus 2 pi plus 2 pi, right? So, I mean, if there's nothing else, can you go from the volume to the R? Can you actually do that? At 3 seconds, right? At 3 seconds. So can you do it? If you could, then please try, right? Please try. Now, Ainesh, why are you stuck? Sorry. Are you stuck? Sorry. Are you stuck? Ainesh? Are you concerning yourself with CERT? Is that what you're doing right now?
What's going on? I've made so many errors in the first question.
That you did, lah. That you did. You're tired, though. I mean, what else can I say? That you are tired, lah.
God.
Yep. I'm not seeing anything. Sorry, I'm not seeing anything. Sorry.
Can I use this?
Please don't. No, yeah. Unless you have to. This is still EMath. It preferably you do a exact answer. Preferably lah. If cannot, then what to do lah? I mean, I don't know what you're doing here. Can I see some presentation?
It's like. Oh wait, never mind.
Can I see some presentation, please?
I was doing. That's wrong.
Right. So do something. Ines, is the radian messing you up?
Yeah.
Why aren't you changing it to degree? Why not? For thinking purposes. Why are you torturing yourself like that? I teach you that, ma. Right? Do you want to change the radian to the degree right now? Just to make sure. Because in exam tomorrow, I think that's the first thing you do. I think. So that it doesn't mess you up. Yeah, but please don't stick to the radian. If there is no real benefit for you right now, right? Except for pi over 2 is 90. Okay, lah, that one you know, lah, I agree. But 240, yeah, 240, is that correct? Yeah, 240 is correct. Right? 11 over 6 pi, yeah, just stick to the degree to think. Ammonium.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've printed all the answers and I just checked the answer sheet, and it's the answer, but without the sign. Like the sign is opposite. It should be
You-
2 by square root 3 minus square root 2.
I mean, in some sense, I guess you're wrong. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Cosecant is 1 over sine, right? So sine. So currently you're quoting sine 60, correct?
Mhm.
Right, sine 60. Actually, I agree with your sine 60. Oh, it's a minus. It's a minus, Ine. It's minus 240. You haven't taken that into account.
Yeah, so I remove the minus there. Then there's
That's
another
how
minus,
sine works. Are you sure that's how sine works? Is that
Yeah.
how sine works?
only cosine.
Okay, because you may argue that you have to memorize that tomorrow also lah, maybe lah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so many answers in one question.
Oh, it does. Yes, I agree with you. That's what I expect of your school. That
Holy.
be the case. Definitely the case. At least you got that right. The expectation should be like this.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. You can rest for a while if you want to. Then you're ready. Then you go on to question 3. Okay, Michael. All right. Again, 6 pi is equal to. In this case, what was that? 6 pi. Yeah, 6 pi r cube, right? Correct.
Yeah.
That's the volume formula this time, right? 6 pi r cube. Am I correct?
Yeah.
18 or 6? Or 6, right? Yeah, 6 pi r cube. So 6 pi is equal to 6 pi r cube, right? In this case, right? So I venture that r is.
So R is equal to 1.
Yeah, what took you so long? I'm very confused right now. Think about what's your problem is. What is your problem? You don't even write this also. I'm a little bit disturbed. This is a mensuration problem. You are not settling it that way, I feel. What is the issue for this one?
I don't know. I just cannot see it, I guess.
Hmm.
I seriously do not know.
But you did wrote volume 6 pi
Yeah,
r
this
cube here.
is exactly like the moment you pointed it out, or the moment you said V is equal to 6 pi r cube, I immediately saw it. But before that, I could not see
Yeah,
anything at all
yeah.
for some reason. So
And this
I-
is a common thing for coordinatorial algebra. As in not the not seeing part, I mean this kind of problem. I hope you understand why I told you have to practice more for this kind of question.
yeah,
Right? So now settle it. You have your r equals to 1. Then then you can find finally the dr dt look.
equals to 1/9.
All right, then check your answer key. Click. Oh, you need the unit also. You missed the unit. You missed 1 mark. Aryan, are you okay? Whoa.
You said this was fine. Am I making something wrong here?
I'm sorry. Ines, what is it?
You said that 4 minus x was correct.
No, 6 minus x was correct. What do you mean?
Oh no, sorry. I mean, yeah, you said 6 minus x was correct.
Then.
But I think what I did right here is correct. I don't see any mistakes.
Oh my goodness. No, you are wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm the one which is wrong, right? No.
Oh, okay.
No. So 4 minus x plus 2, right? Again, the x becomes x plus 2, right?
Yeah.
So this is 4 minus x minus 2, right? Which is 2 minus x. Sorry, that was my mistake. You were wrong. You were wrong. Sorry. You were wrong. You see why, right? Sorry. You were wrong. Okay, Michael, is it correct?
Wait, hold on. Checking the answer key.
Yeah. Aryan, is it okay, Aryan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Now, the general feel of the question, you understand?
Yeah.
The general feel is in general the same. You're starting, the way you handle it. After that, you cross to mensuration. Those things are common.
Yeah.
Right? So you owe me 3 questions at the very least. 1 binomial, 1 discriminant, and one this one. You can practice more. Lah. You probably need to practice more anyway. Right?
I have 2 more papers.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't mean that you do it from those papers. Okay. I really mean this is an extra question that you need to pick up from my Google Drive. Just to be very clear, okay? Then the papers become another practice lah. Good for you lah.
God. Just to ask, I'm gonna write it down in pencil, right? Like, let's
Yes.
say there's like a binomial problem, like like this or something.
Which is not
How
binomial, right? Which is not binomial, correct?
Do you need to split them apart? Or
No, please don't.
something?
No. Again, it's a binomial problem which is not binomial. It's trinomial. Very annoying, right?
Oh, okay.
So we do what we can to make it binomial, right? Right?
So 2 binomials.
No. Sorry. There are only 2 ways to do it. Okay. Either you factorize if you can. You should know immediately using your calculator. Can you factorize? If you can factorize, you end up with binomial times binomial. Not a great starting point, but I guess better than nothing. Okay, so can you factorize?
No.
So the second method, completing square. Completing square will make it kind of binomial also. Most people will think that completing square is a better approach anyway. So complete your square. If you cannot, then just practice. Aryan, okay? Aryan?
Yeah, I'm just reading the question.
Of course. Ainesh?
Yeah.
All right.
I just looked at the answer, and I'm almost correct, except there's supposed to be a minus here.
Only the 2x squared.
Yeah.
The rest are fine. X plus 9, really?
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure what the transformation is after that. So I see that there's a +3 transformation, really?
Minus 2x.
What is the other transformation?
Let me show you the question.
Okay. Let me just copy that. Easier. Translation. Reflection in the y-axis line. Okay. Good. Let me just take that into. Okay, so I agree with your -2, and I agree with your +3 lah. So far so good. And then you expand everything looks good. Whoa, wait. Oh no, that's fine. No, that's really fine. Actually, that's really fine. Everything is fine. I agree on that. And now reflection in the y-axis. So how did you reflect? Oh, what? Wait, what? Wait, let me think. Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and I'm actually correct with the answer sheet step for step as well.
Wait, the answer key say is -2x squared, right?
Yeah.
You don't have the minus.
Yep.
Oh, you're wrong lah. That's why you're wrong lah. You're supposed to have the minus. Why? Everything you did is correct until the final answer. What you did is -2, then -x, then everything brackets. Sorry, the bracket is in the -x, right? Like -x bracket square is what?
-x squared.
Oh, you're nonsense.
Oh, sorry, it's x.
It's x squared. No? That's why the -2 still have minus.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna get this sort of questions wrong, because that is.
Do not predict your future.
True.
Do not say things like that. You are not good at. No human being are good at predicting your future. Do not say things like that. Cancel that. Okay, Ainesh?
Okay.
Don't say that. Okay, don't say that.
Okay.
Yes, Michael.
I believe I have found it.
Wait, let me see. So you use the conventional way of completing the square. I guess that's from.
What's the unconventional way?
The comparing the coefficient thingy I thought you want. The one that is more useful when things are hard. This one considered not hard because the x square, the coefficient only one. So usually if you do the standard way, you'll be correct. If the coefficient of the x square is not one, usually you have problem. No, that happened last time. What? Like you forget about all this. We talk about this. You forget. Like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Okay, never mind. Don't answer that. I'm just checking your completing the square. Okay. Oh yeah, I agree. Oh, Michael. If binomial is as simple as your last step, why do you even learn A math? I'm disappointed with your final step. I'm very disappointed. If binomial is that easy, if power 4 is this easy, why bother learning A math? What nonsense are you talking about here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're very nonsensical. Are you tired today?
Probably.
Please cancel the final one.
Yeah.
Everything else is fine. Now you have a binomial, kind of lah. You have a kind of binomial. You understand? Then you do the normal binomial thing with this thing, lor. Are you okay, Michael? You follow? Right. Okay. Now you start your binomial lah. Now you're ready for your binomial. Previously it's not. Yeah, Aryan, for that 4OH minus thingy, you will need that tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Oh,
What is it? What's
nothing.
going on? Right. So for Ainesh, okay so far? Just checking.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd question actually.
Right. This is an advice from me. You just abandon your physics today. If you have some energy, just spend it on math.
Yeah, but that's probably going to mean I fail physics.
If you spend another half an hour for physics, will you save it in any way?
I mean, I don't know. I'd rather go into the physics and fail, but no, I tried, instead of failing, but no, I didn't try.
Well, it's just my advice. You do you.
Yeah.
You do.
I mean, my physics is after math anyway, so maybe I'll prepare for math today, and then after math, the following period.
I mean, if you want, that one, yeah, that one makes sense. That one makes a lot of sense. Michael, so are you doing the binomial or not?
I do not.
Actually, what is the question? Actually, I'm not sure what the question is.
No, it's not a question. I'm just asking how to expand because I did not know how to expand a trinomial.
Okay, so right now it's kind of binomial, and you're saying that you cannot apply the normal binomial extension, really? I'll show it to you. I'm finding it very weird. Just treat this guy, right? Are you looking at page 11? Sorry.
Yeah.
So just treat this guy as a one guy, right? One guy, right? One guy, one norm, and then obviously the 5/4 is the other guy, another guy, so also one guy. So you have two guys, right? That's just what we're going to do here, right? So power 4.
Yeah.
So I'm already expecting 4C0. I'm not even seeing 4C0, 4C0, yeah. And then this is the guy. This is the first guy, right? And then you power 4, right? And then 5/4 power 0, just the normal binomial stuff. What? No way?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then continue from there. I mean, what's that power 8? You have to binom again, no? That's the most annoying part, no? That's the most annoying part.
Okay.
So trinomials are never easy in that way, no? Never, no? Never. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. I've never seen a trinomial which is straightforward, right? And this is part of the reason. No? Because it will conjure up a lot of binomials. Thankfully, the binomials are a repeat of itself, right? Okay, now you're doing power 2, power 7. You're really sabotaging yourself at this point. I really don't like what you're doing today. I really, really don't like it.
Yeah.
Right, so you have a lot of binomials to contend at this stage. You have the power 8, power 6, power 4, power 2. It's annoying. It is really annoying, but that's what we have to do. And the question wouldn't ask you to expand without specifying until certain square, like until x cubed, for example. Then you don't have to expand too much after this. You understand?
Yeah.
I mean, imagine you have to expand power 8, you have 9 things. Then power 6, you have to expand 7 things. Then just bonkers already. The question usually don't do that. The question will ask you to limit. Okay?
Okay.
Right. So that's the basic of trinomial. Don't think you're good at it. You still probably have to practice. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Any other final question for you, Mike?
I don't think so.
Do remember to rest tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Do you? Next week is prelim, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, do you punish yourself near to exam? Right. I have to study every minute of my waking life.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna rest, lah. Or more precisely, you cannot rest according to
I cannot rest.
Rest. This is my sincere belief. It's my sincere belief. I am telling you this, Michael. In O-level, the Friday before the O-level, like tomorrow is the Friday before prelim, right? That day, we should be resting. Then Saturday, Sunday, full speed, no problem. The Friday, you should be resting. That's my sincere belief. I mean, by experience, it is not wrong. By experience.
So
the Friday in the O-level also rest. So the Friday in the O-level, after your exam on Friday, you also rest. In fact, I usually bring people up during that Friday.
Wait, so turn my brain off during Friday and then
just
go back.
Yeah, turn your brain off. And I mean, don't just play games. I mean, really, really do something. You can sleep, but nobody sleeps the whole day, right? Unless you're very tired.
I feel like I can do it right now.
I mean, if you can sleep until 1 p.m., don't sleep until 3 p.m. You understand?
Yeah.
Then after 1 p.m., don't wake up and eat a good lunch, happy lunch, and then do something else other than studying. Not just you won't regret it, you will feel the difference so much.
Okay.
Now, Michael, this is my I sincerely respect you as an O-level taker. Yes, let's just be very clear about that. And I'm telling you, not because I pity you. I'm telling you because that's the best way, according to me.
Okay.
Now, I'll give you a buffer, a safety switch, right? If you try it right now, you're trying it for prelim, right? You're treating prelim as a experiment. Okay, let's see whether Kakak Philip say is correct or not. I'll do that on this Friday. Okay, you're experimenting with prelim, correct or not?
Okay.
If I turn out to be wrong, then you are at least not experimenting on your O-level. You're experimenting on your prelim. At least I know Kakak Philip is wrong. So I don't have to listen on that part already for O-level.
Oh, okay.
Right? You understand? Prelim is still a good time to experiment. And in fact, that is the last time you can experiment. Right? So I'm giving you that safety switch in case you believe me only 50%. There's some logic in what I'm asking you to do.
Okay.
You cannot just believe me for O level only. That's very, very risky if you have never tried it before.
Oh, okay.
Your mind might not be able to do it because you're too scared of the O level to do something new. If you tried it this Friday, just totally don't study, then Saturday, Sunday, full blast, you can find out whether what I'm saying is true or not without risking your O level.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next Friday, I'm also claiming that you should be stopping, right? But let's take it on next Friday. Who cares about next Friday? Just this Friday first.
Okay.
Okay. So that's my sincerest, that's the best thing I can say to you. Really.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you on Sunday. You still owe me those questions. But Friday, just don't care.
Okay.
Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye study for Friday. Right?
Okay.
Bye bye, Michael.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, okay. Ainesh, I'm not sure I'm following what you're doing. Are you pre-practicing the question? I don't mind.
I can't. I just can't factorize anything.
You cannot factorize. You mean you don't have calculator tomorrow, is it?
Yeah.
But why do you feel the need to factorize in this question? Sorry.
Because I just looked at the answer and apparently you're just supposed to do 2 movements.
Okay, look. If you miss the factorization, right? Let's say at this final answer, you miss the factorization, you're missing 1 mark. For the love of me, if you cannot do something, don't do it.
Yeah.
In some sense, that's not the critical part of the question for function. I'm very sure. Same thing for cert. For the love of me, don't do cert lah. Just do the fraction part of the cert. Then you stop there, you lose 1 mark. Okay lah, acceptable one. You just spend 10 minutes doing what you cannot do, and we haven't even trained for it. Don't hope for magical stuff like that. You're currently very tired and under pressure. How can you learn something new? Cannot. I mean, you got this one correct. You're not going to lose 3 marks. 1 mark lah. That's it lah. As strict as your teacher is, that's not a 3-mark mistake.
Can you look at this real quick? See if my movements are actually correct. Then I would only lose 1 more.
Okay, the 2B, is it? You're talking about 2B, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So again, reflect the graph on the x-axis.
We're supposed to reach from here to here.
Okay, sorry, I'm not getting this. Sorry, I don't get it. Sorry. Are you continuing from 2A? Sorry, are we continuing from 2A somehow? Wait, what?
Yeah. So they're asking us to describe the series of transformations that transform this equation to this equation.
Oh wow, that's why you need to factorize. If you don't factorize, it's very difficult for you to do it.
Precisely, and I can't factorize at all. I have huge fundamental things.
I mean, it's good for me to know now, right? Never mind, we'll handle it next time. So, I mean, if you want to practice 2B, you gotta just see the result of the factorization. Just give me the result of factorization from 2A first, then we can talk. I cannot even see the link right now. I don't have the factorization.
I unfactorized this.
Does it work? Let me think for a while. Maybe. Okay, I'll follow you for a while. I'll follow your method for now. Okay, just make sure everything is correct. Yeah. Oh, you do that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that looks perfect. Okay, good. Now you have that. Nice. And then you have nice. Aryan, everything okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, okay, now I'm just checking. You're saying that the final result for expansion is the x squared over 2 minus 9x over 2 plus 4. Is that the final thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're changing the minus. Okay, I can understand what you're saying. Okay, good. Now. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like it. Oh wait, minus. Oh, I don't like it.
I don't know what's going on.
Sufficient to say. It's very difficult to do it from this step. Sufficient to say. Sufficient to say. No, cannot. No. The moment I see that the minus 2x squared is minus, right? The minus x also minus, correct? Then I see the result. The result is plus and minus. Wow. Cannot lah, must be guessing already lah. Cannot. The sign change is not the same. It's difficult to do this. That's why factorizing is a good idea in this stage. No? Now, if you're going to worry about what you cannot do, you're worrying at the wrong time. Lah. Okay. Abandon this ship. Lah. Finish. We don't have time anyway. Sorry, yeah. Okay. This might not come out tomorrow anyway. I mean, not in the factorized form. You might be worrying over nothing. Okay. Right. All right, Anesh. Can you give yourself a rest right now?
Yes, but it's a bit unmotivated. Go on a low.
Yeah. But don't bring your weakness into the exam. It's just automatic, lah. Also bring the things that you have practiced, lah, right? Which I'm not talking about this, I'm talking about the past few weeks, lah. Right? At most, I want to just address it. At most, this is one question, right?
Yeah.
One big function question, also one big transformation question. Yeah, why don't you just do transformation as the last one? Why don't you just do that? Right? The question, let it be, right?
What is transformation exactly?
Oh, transforming one graph to another graph. I guess this. Yeah, like why do you want to do that?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Is there any order that I need to do precise? It's just reflection and then stretching and then translation.
AMMA, man. AMMA. Right? They did say that in your worksheet, AMMA.
But reflection is multiplication.
Yeah, part of multiplication. Meaning to say, for multiplication, the order of reflection and times doesn't matter. Like you can read either way. They are considered both multiplication.
So reflection is multiplication.
Because minus one, just times minus one. So you just usually combine them as, it's times minus 2. It's both a reflection and a multiplication. Same group thingy, kind of.
What's the other one other than AMMA?
There is no other. The order is AMMA.
But there's another order, right?
No. The order is AMMA.
So you shouldn't do reflection first then?
No, depending. Look, the first AM is who? The second MA is who? Which axis first?
Oh.
Right? That's why AMMA. But which axis first? Which one? Y-axis or x-axis first?
X-axis.
Okay, then if you're correct, just look at your lecture note. Then AM for X, MA for Y. Look.
Oh,
so different order, right? Yeah, different order one, right?
Then we do AM for Y and MA for X.
Which one is which? AM for X or AM for Y? Which one? Do you know or not?
You can do it as you please, right?
True. No, not true. Because you have to know which one is the AM and which one is the MA. That's the problem.
Okay, so if I say AM is Y and MA is X.
You might be wrong. You cannot just split like that. Although it is true that you can do Y-axis first and then X-axis. But you cannot just anyhow say, oh, Y can be AM or MA. You cannot. That one is the cannot part. I'm sorry.
Oh, then what do I need to do?
You could just look at your. You could just look at your your lecture note, right? The AMMA is the AM is who, the MA is who.
AM is X, MA is Y.
Like that lah.
Okay, so you do X-axis first.
Just remember it very easy lah. AM, MA, X, Y. Then just keep it like that lah. If you want to flip it Y first, you have to do MA, AM.
Okay, that's how you do it. All right.
Right. So X must be AM, Y must be MA. Maybe that's the proper way of saying it, lor. It must be so. No explanation given right now.
Yeah.
Again, my sincerest advice, do this question as the last question. Because this is not playing to your strength. You should play to your strength first tomorrow.
I have one last question I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so should I do it now?
Feel free. Time is up, but just do it. Right. Okay, Aryan. This seems new lah, the E naught thingy, right? The few things. So this is expected in chemistry, right? They introduce something new to a topic that you have learned, the electrochem thingy. Right? Oh, this is a cell. Right. So are you bothered by this?
Not really.
All
Not
right.
yet, at least.
All right. Feel free to read through, and because they have an obligation to tell you what they mean, right?
Yeah.
They did tell you lah, so to say. They did tell you lah. It depends on you whether you can understand and use it. Right?
Teacher.
Yes, Aryan, yes.
Could I leave?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Aryan. If you have nothing to worry about, then leave, and I will see you on Sunday, I guess.
Yep.
After exam, do rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I got every question wrong. Wait, are you still there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the question is, though. Yeah? So to show me.
I've got it wrong again. I don't know what's going on. I was doing so much better.
Question, which question?
4.
4. Oh, it's a CG question. Sorry, I thought you were doing it. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so putting it here, right? Okay, I got the question 5A if an angle 30 degree, lah, right? Okay, so let's see how you handle the 30-degree angle.
I don't know what else is going on. Also, I've decided to not use simultaneous equations anymore. It's way too lengthy.
Stop for a while. Stop for a while. I'm trying to see what you're doing. Yeah, okay, good. And then A, you say that 1 over root 3 is equals to A over 3. A over 3. Oh, well, I happen to agree with that. Okay, good. So your A is 3. That's the part where the surd kind of messes you up totally lah. Right. So
I knew it had to do with the surd.
Yeah. However, the rest are fine. So I am happy that. So let me just clarify a few things. You know that the gradient is the tangent of the angle. You know that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tangent 30 will become the gradient, and then the gradient is also A over 3 lah, right? You know all that, clear, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So clear. Now you're trying to square both sides, right? You're trying to square both sides. So it's very weird for me that you don't square this. So you're doing all the proper techniques, but you didn't put a square there. Why are you so discriminatory with the A?
I was multiplying everything by 3.
Everything by 3. How would that get rid of the surd? You mean multiply everything by 3.
So we count 3A multiplied by 3A. Wait, what? No. Wait.
What are you doing?
Multiply square root 3 by 3 would make it 3?
Square root 3 with 3 will make that makes no sense.
Oh, it doesn't.
Something times 3 is 3. That doesn't make sense at all. You mean multiply by 3. You mean, I think that's what you mean. But you can do square both sides also. There's nothing wrong with what you did, except that it doesn't make sense. So what I think what you're trying to do is this.
I'm going to get error carry forward.
I don't count on that, please. Just don't count on that. Please don't. Right? And then with the new gradient in mind, gradient of L. The gradient of L is now done. What are we talking about here? The gradient of L is already done. The gradient of L is, what's the gradient of L?
It's going to be, it's 1 here, which is 3 by 3. So there is square root 3 by 3.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing? I thought you know.
There you go.
Tangent 30 is the gradient one. The gradient is 1 over root 3. What are you talking about? I don't get what you're doing. The gradient is not 1. What are you talking about?
No, it was 1 when it was 3 equals A, but it's not 3 equals A. So it's square root 3 by 3.
No. Stop there. Stop. I'm trying to confirm something. How did you write this? What makes you write it?
Ignore method 1.
What?
Ignore method 1, because method 1 was done with the wrong value, so just completely ignore it.
No, no,
I
no.
don't.
I'm talking about this starting thing, which is very good. How did you do this? How did you do this? It was very good. How did you do that?
Oh, how did I do it?
Yeah, how did you do this? How did you write this equal to that? Are you looking at the Jamboard page 17?
Yeah.
This thing. How did you do your first line?
Because tangent 30 is equal to the actual value of tangent 30, which is a by 3.
Yeah, so why did you write tangent 30 equals to a over 3? What makes you do that? What makes you write? What?
But I thought that's impressive. I thought that was just normal.
Oh my goodness, you are however absolutely correct. So you're thinking of tangent 30 as opposite over adjacent, right?
Yep.
Right. That happens to be exactly the gradient. Oh, you didn't know that the tangent of the angle is the gradient. Look, what is gradient? Gradient is rise over run, correct? Right?
Yeah.
This is the rise and this is the run.
Okay, so the gradient is 3 square root 3 by 3, which is square root 3 by 3.
Stop. Yeah, the gradient is just the tangent. Because the tangent is opposite over adjacent, right? So that's great. But gradient is also opposite over adjacent because rise over run, ma.
Yeah, I see.
So the answer to part B with no fanfare is that gradient is equal to tangent 30. Done.
Yeah.
Which is 1 over root 3.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you could have gotten correct with the proper A, but I'm saying that there's a shorter way, and the shortcut is good life, you know. So one more time, tangent is opposite over adjacent. Gradient is also, in that sense, opposite over adjacent, rise over run. Because the rise is here and the run is there. Okay. Again, your voice is breaking up.
Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. Tangent is gradient. I prefer to use a traditional method, at least for tomorrow.
No problem.
But
I can respect that. Right? Yeah, you do have to do it correctly with the the certain.
Yeah.
So, okay. Right. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Tomorrow you're gonna rest. I just see you on Sunday.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.